but nothing too earth-shattering. Oh, I don't know if I'm live yet. I'm trying to go live everywhere here, so thanks for being patient with me. Okay, we're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. Okay, we're live. So thanks for tuning in. Wanted to come to you guys with some market updates today. Real estate's doing wonderful in Rochester and surrounding areas right now. I kind of wanted to just break it down a little bit, what's going on where. And so right now we're seeing a huge demand from buyers. Coronavirus did not slow down the real estate market. While people were quarantined or sheltering, whatever you want to call it, they didn't have a lot else to do besides shop for homes online, and we saw a surge of activity when people were stuck at home. And now that people are not stuck at home, we've seen a tremendous amount of buyer activity. We have been selling our listings for considerable amount more than I even thought they would sell for. A lot of times when I list a house as a listing agent, and that's really what I specialize in as a realtor, is I primarily work with sellers myself. Agents at my brokerage work with buyers. If somebody's a close personal friend that I know, I work with a buyer, but really I focus my attention on sellers. And when I tell sellers when they price a home is to price it aggressively. I always tell them the same thing: price it aggressively so that you can attract enough offers to justify multiple offers. And that's a strategy. That's mine. That's usually my strategy. It's really, really working in today's climate because there is such little inventory. And it was that way before coronavirus, but it's really that way even more so now. Now, what I predict to happen over the next few weeks is that when sellers actually get wind that people are buying houses for a lot of money and people are getting mortgages and fear is kind of less of a factor, which it's becoming less and less of a factor every day. So as that continues to happen and sellers get wind of it, more people are going to sell. And that's going to cause things to kind of balance out a little bit for buyers, but still probably favor the seller because, I've said it once, I've said it a million times, the demand for housing is simply people. And we just love making more people. So there's constantly higher and higher and higher demand for housing. We always need more of it. So as sellers start to see that people are doing well selling, there will be more sellers, and that will in turn make things a little bit easier for buyers, because it's not the easiest time to buy. But if you are going to buy in a market like this, you need the right people working for you. Going out and shopping for a home has never been something you should try to do on your own without a realtor. And a lot of people will hesitate to contact a realtor when they're in the beginning stages of the home buying process. I encourage you to not say this, okay? And this is what people say sometimes, and it's the worst thing you could ever say to me. They say, I didn't want to bother you. And that's the worst, because then they go and they call up a listing agent on the phone for a house that they wanted to know about, and they're talking to the person that represents the seller. And if you represent the seller, you can't really represent the buyer as well. That's a dual agency situation, and neither party can be held above the other, and there's problems with that. So even if you aren't ready to buy for the next year, call me and talk to me, because I don't charge for that, and it's good to have an expert working for you as a fiduciary, meaning only for you. All right. What else do we got here? Okay. So another thing I wanted to talk about real quick with the market update is Zillow. All right. When you guys are out there looking at homes and you're looking on Zillow, just remember that Zillow is a website, and their business model is generate more traffic on their website. They the Zestimate thing, it's not accurate ever. Mostly because Zillow's never been inside of those homes and they don't actually know what they look like in there and blah blah blah. But just remember, if you're wondering what a home's worth, call me. I know what a home's worth because I sell homes around here and I've actually been inside of them, and I can go inside the one you want to maybe buy and tell you what that's actually worth too. But whatever you do, look at those Zillow Zestimates and just understand that they're just not real at all. All right. Listen, I appreciate you guys tuning in, taking some time. Call me with questions. Have a good week.